Hello, my name is Mr. Morvick. I'm the leadership teacher at Ferndale High School. I've also been using Edgenuity as a teacher for the last several years. I'm going to give you a quick overview of how to access Edgenuity and then also how just to do some basic navigations. So open up your browser, type in www.edgenuity.com and hit enter. Most of your teachers will probably include a button to this link in their Canvas page, but just in case, I'm kind of showing you how to get there. And then from there, click the login button. Since we're logging in as a student, click the student login. Use your username and password, and then click login. First place is going to take you is the home page. This warning, if you get it, it's no big deal. Just say OK. It's just saying you've been logged in recently, or you might be logged in on a different browser. So click continue. It'll log out the other instance, so don't worry about it. Here you'll see your home page. This shows all the classes in which you're enrolled that's using Edgenuity. It also shows you how much you've completed in each class. And you can see I've been exploring some of my classes, a little bit of my language arts, and just barely touched my math class. Here you're going to start, you're always going to continue working or start working by clicking next activity on the class in which you want to work on. Let's just explore contemporary health right now. So this is the first time I've ever clicked on it. It's going to start with a warm-up activity. And here's a virtual teacher. He's going to walk me through this. I'm going to pause this. All right, I'm going to kind of just show you this. You know, like I want to skip this guy. I don't want to listen to this guy. Right? I just want to, you know, get through this as fast as I can. But notice it's not letting me skip it. Right? The first time you're watching a lesson, it does not let you skip it. So you know what? You might as well hit play and listen to the guy. But maybe he's talking a little loud, so you want to turn down the volume. All right, so he's teaching here, and while he's teaching, I'm learning things. I want to be taking notes. So I click on this plus, go to notes, and I write about, I remember a powerful assembly about drinking and driving, right? Maybe you remember something that you can connect to the learning, or maybe you're learning something new and you can take notes here. Make sure you hit save on the notes. Here's a note. Another tool that's available here is the glossary. Maybe he's using words that you're like, hey, that's a new word. What does that mean? You can look it up here. Another cool tool is you can see the entire transcript of everything he says. So here you can see exactly what he says. You can look it up. You can go back to it. Some people like to learn by reading and can learn better when they're reading a text rather than when they're listening to something. So here this whole thing is. See here now it's going to let me skip to this.
Let's start off by looking at our lesson goals. In this lesson, we're going to learn about the dangers and consequences of alcohol use.
And again,
to do that,
I can't skip. To
do that, we're going to first describe the effects of alcohol.
So I'm going to go back to a class I've already started. I have went through all the warm-ups, all the initial activities, and now I'm working on a lesson in an activity in my language arts class. So I click next activity. Here it asks me to read something. I have to click here to get the reading. Here's my reading. I notice it's 3 pages long. I notice, hey, look, there's some highlights. That's some highlights I've done previously. Here's the highlight tool. You can select text that you think is important, click the button you want it highlighted, and it stays that way. That's your Edgenuity. You'll also notice that there's words that are underlined green. These are words that you can get the definition for through a glossary, and then the ones in blue are for annotations from teacher's notes. And it lets you read through this. It has some audio here with like a teacher's lesson. You can click on it and you can learn more about what you're reading as well. And then here it can do some check for, hey, are you reading? Are you getting this? And it'll give you some feedback as well. And you'll notice I'm now finished here. And there's some powerful tools up here. You can take a notes on Edgenuity. It'll let you take notes on what you're reading here. You can look up a word, like if you don't know what a word means, like what does this word mean? I've seen that word, but what does it mean? You can click here, look it up, and then it will give you the definition here. It'll also let you skip to different pages here. If you need to, you can switch the language here. If English is not your native language, you can choose what language you want the text to be in here. Alright, and then exit out and then go back to the next thing. Now as you see, this is an assignment. So this is something that's going to be graded in my class. I'm going to earn a grade on. So I'm in slide 1, and I need to go to slide 7. I answer
Which
the question.
mythical features are present in the beginning of the Messiah?
All right, so I go ahead and I click on the questions, and then I click done, and then it'll let me go to the next one. It'll give me some feedback, and I do that until I'm completely done. All right, so here you've learned how to take notes, how to access different tools. If you're in a math class, there are also calculators, special calculators you can access in math classes.
In this lesson, we're going to be answering.
Here, there's a pop-up math or calculator. If you need a more advanced one, there's different calculators you can access. You just hover over, click here, graphing calculator. Show this, and you can graph and you can get calculators just like if you had a standalone calculator. So there's lots of powerful tools that are available through Edgenuity. Edgenuity is going to serve as your platform for learning. It's your textbook. It's your reference guide that some of your teachers, many of your teachers will be using this year through distance learning.